Hey everyone, and welcome back to Power Rangers Faerie Arcana Force for our finale. Before we get to our finale, before we do a quick recap and dive into where we left off, because we did not leave off in a great place. One last time, let's do our introductions. Tell them who you are, your pronouns, character pronouns, and your Power Ranger. Simi, you start us off.
Hi, y'all. I'm Simi Ray. Pronouns she, they. I'm playing Noah Lane. Pronouns she, her. The Green Centaur Fairy Arcana Ranger.
Okay. Art.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ark or Arc like Court. Pronouns he, him. I am playing Warren Andro, our former Blue Fairy Arcana Force Ranger, but brought back as the White Nemean Lion Solar Fairy Arcana Force Ranger. Uh, and I'm just here to play Power Rangers with all my friends.
I mean, yeah, that's usually wins me and Javante in a street is playing Power Rangers. Uh, Gus.
Gus, he, him, who gives a shit. Donavani, he, him. And the yellow dragon fairy kind of force summer ninja dragon ranger. There you go. There was ninja in there somewhere.
Yeah, that works. And
It's a
Javante.
lot of things, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're a very powerful ranger. Javante.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary finies, and hellions of all walks of life. My name is Javante. Pronouns are he, him, and I just realized I did not change my name on here. And I play Trina, the pink spring. Oh,
Thanks,
hold on.
Green.
Yes, I was going to say you were entirely too good at that, but you just tripped yourself up.
Phoenix.
Did. Yes, Pink
Phoenix.
Spring
There
Phoenix
you go.
Fairy Arcana Force Ranger. And also she, her, and also play Dior.
Yeah, there's a
The
lot of crossover playing different characters. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I play a lot of stuff now.
Yeah, it happens. And of course, I am Paige, aka Blue Third. I'll be playing everyone else. But as we left off, you guys successfully fought Frankie, cured him of the corruption, and pulled King Titan out of him, separating the two of them. Um, and as you guys were like not even had a chance to bask in your battle, King Titan started to taunt you, and as he was taunting you, you felt an explosion of grid energy as the ritual that Queen Titania has been doing has gone off in Angel Grove Park. And that is where we leave you as the laughter echoes around the Zord with you, Warren and Frankie, as King Titan teleports out in a miasma of black energy out of the Zord. Frankie looks at you, Warren. I'm gonna go after him. You guys should probably head to the power chamber.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Take care of Sabo,
I'm
Warren.
taking this.
It's yours.
Buy us as much time as you can.
Of course. Saba, take care of Warren for me. Of course, sir. And Frankie teleports out. I almost said I'm not just Frankie in this game anymore. Frankie teleports out. But yeah, as Frankie leaves and you guys leave your Zords and they go back to where they sit when you don't need them, the four of you are just in the middle of Angel Grove Stadium at the high school. What do you guys want to do? You want to head to the power chamber? You want to head straight to the park? What are you guys thinking?
The power chamber
That way.
is more important.
Okay.
So I feel like we should go there first.
Also, isn't the park like way, way big at this point?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been expanded.
Narrow target.
So, power chamber.
Follow your lead.
Okay.
Here we go. And teleports out.
Yeah, you guys teleport into the power chamber. And as before we get there, it's just chaos. There's red lights flashing everywhere. You see Eon is just zooming around the chamber from console to console, flickering. He can't even hold his purple color up. He's flickering between colors, and tentacles are changing shape, and like his body's morphing around as he's just out of control, trying to figure out what's going on. And being in the power chamber itself, you can feel great energy like leaking out from the Zeo crystal that is an angel robe and beneath the power chamber from the reaction to what's going on up in the ritual site. But as you guys arrive, you see King Oberon is sitting at a chair in front of like the main screen. Kind of, you see a map of Angel Grove Forest, and you just see like a massive like circle of like different changing colors of energy. That's just, it's very obvious where in the forest this place is probably happening. Good, you're here. It's definitely started. I don't really know how long we have. I sent your teachers ahead, Gina and Catherine. I don't know. I couldn't get a hold of the professor or what was his name, Dior. Communications seem to be stilled. Wish there was more to do for you guys, but you're gonna have to stop whatever this is.
You take your wife and go home.
I'm
Can I just
not
say
going
your
home
wife
to her.
sucks?
I left her for a reason.
You didn't have to bring her with.
I didn't try to.
I'm gonna need you to
She's
do better background
she's
checks.
twisted. Something has twisted her, and she's not the same person anymore. If she gets through this portal, we're not going to have a city left to save.
Warren's gonna go over to Eon.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to like catch him as he's zooming by.
Does he not gonna like grab him or try to impede him, but go. Your favorite color is purple.
What? Yeah, my favorite color is purple. There's there's so many colors right now. They're all over, and you see he flashes through the full spectrum of ranger colors.
But you're purple.
Yeah, purple. Purple.
You don't have to do and be everything all at once.
Okay. I'll try. Something's happening. The grids, they cracked the grid open. It's leaking into the park and into the power chamber. The power chamber's in the same area. At least our connection of it is.
So what if we redirect what's already coming out?
That might be helpful. Right
At
now,
least the
whatever
colors.
she's doing has split the grid and split into the Fey realm. Like she's trying to almost merge the two.
Well, what if we take the colors that we have access to now, and if needed, you can divert them to us so it doesn't feed her and can benefit us.
Try. There's definitely some interference, but if you guys were closer, like on site, maybe you could disrupt what she's doing enough to give us an in.
Yeah. And then you can, from this side, work on just keeping an eye on us. Just
Okay.
knowing where we are. So when the opportunities open, you can do it.
Okay. I'll try. Yeah, I'll try. You see he like flashes back the purple for a second and then it goes away again. He's having trouble holding on to anything right now, but he's trying.
Yeah.
It's definitely helped calm him down a bit.
I'll use Shining Leader
Okay.
or inspiration. So Eon will get a D6 inspiration to use
Hell
to
yeah.
help me or any of my teammates during the coming conflict.
Love it. Let me write that down. So Ian.
So he gets one for each of us, essentially.
So Ian. That's inspiration. Got it. Perfect. What are the rest of you doing as Warren's calming down our little guy?
Bar at this point is just watching Warren to find out what to do next.
Noah's just looking at the map with all the lights, just trying to make sense of everything that
Yeah,
he could be facing.
give me a tech roll. Because I don't think you have grid tech as a specialization, so just give me a tech.
Okay.
Add a D6.
I have to use the thingy now. That. Ooh. That's a 9. I did that right.
Did you add the D6 that Warren gave you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Then yeah. So you look at it and this is not your expertise. You're not really dived as much into the grid or the technology behind what made you guys Power Rangers, but just by looking at it, you can tell that the different grid energy that are involved is whatever that is flashing through the full spectrum, just like Eon did seconds ago. Something's like directly linked into the power.
Hey, Warren. If so, we need to break the link. I'm assuming you know more about this than I do.
Or refocus the energy. Each one of our morphers are like tuning forks, and each one of the colors is music to that tune. Eon's looking into when the opportunity presents itself to re-divert that energy to us, to give us a little bit more strength and power.
To give us an outstanding solo.
Yeah.
I understood that.
Now, if it's like a tuning fork, does that mean we're each in tune better to a different color, even if it's not ours?
Not necessarily. There are similar frequencies, like this to what I was, yours to red, Trina's to purple, Bara's to orange. There's some crossovers, there's some similarities in frequencies, but they are all unique. It's not impossible. You can do Warren will look to Bara. You could do a crossover. You could blend genres, but that doesn't always mean that all of the genres blend perfectly.
Yeah, you either pull it off or get booed off stage.
That makes sense.
And we're like completely sure that we could handle that excess energy.
Do you want to try something else?
No, I didn't have any ideas. It's just you sounded confident
I am.
that I have nothing to worry about.
Warren always sounds confident.
Exactly.
Even if we're wrong, even if I'm wrong, we're all that's in between it.
Better than the alternative at this point.
I mean, the alternative currently is being subjected to being ruled under by a Fairy Queen.
Yeah.
Not exactly in the mood for that.
No.
And you two have seen the extent of what she's capable of, what she's willing to do.
Yeah.
And you had and have power. What about everyone else who doesn't?
I guess we need to make a trip to a park, huh?
Yep.
I do have an idea. And this is when Warren will turn to King Oberon.
Yeah, Warren.
We need to be at the best possible form in the best possible way to combat this. I think whatever magic you've been trying not to use or been avoiding using, you're going to need to use.
Yeah. Not like she can't track me out anyway. She's here.
We
Give
need to be
me-
in our prime.
Give me a few minutes. And he walks off deeper into the chamber. And with that, we're going to cut back to while you guys were fighting as Catherine, Professor Cranston, and Dior teleport near the ritual site. Ark, would you go ahead and play Billy for me?
Yeah.
Okay. As the three former Rangers land and start to scope out the area, there is a pentagram burned into the forest in like an open clearing, and there is 5 crystals surrounding it of the different colors that she has accessed so far. There's blue, there's green, there is red, pink, and yellow. Pretty much the 5.
Why is it always ominous?
Yeah, this is I mean, this isn't too dissimilar to what I've run into before, but yeah, it's on par.
It can never just be like, a smiley face.
No, symbols have power. It's typically easier way to channel, from what I've heard.
That's why most of the morphing sequences for Rangers consist of very distinct hand gestures or, movements, somatic components to activating the morphing grid.
Are we coming up with a reason as to why we use archaic poses in order to morph?
It's not immediately archaic, but
I mean, they also
There are
just
similarities.
look cool though too. Like, let's be honest.
Dior's gonna pick up the nearest stick and just kind of like see if he can poke one of the crystals out.
The stick disintegrates immediately.
Yep, saw that coming. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a way we can disrupt this without starting it. What do you think, Billy?
I have an idea. Something that I probably shouldn't be doing. And he'll take out the broken Blue Ranger morpher
Mm-hmm.
and move position behind the crystal that has the blue energy inside it. And he's going to essentially try to use it as a conduit to sap that energy back into the coin itself.
Yeah. Give me a grid tech roll. Billy rolls with 3d8. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Grab 2 more 8 real quick.
The juxtaposition of new Rangers being like, well, this is scary, but I guess we could do this. Come to other Rangers being like,
Yeah, this is about normal.
this is typical.
This tracks. This absolutely tracks. All right, 3d8. I don't think anything's beating a 16 out of all the dice that I'm rolling. 35.
Yeah. He goes up and pulls out the morpher and holds it up, and it starts to resonate with the crystal and shine and connect to it. And it connects to the crystal fine. But as you see him try to pull energy from it, you see the other 4 crystals flash and kind of tighten its hold. It seems like they would all need to be disrupted simultaneously. And as he's like figuring that out and trying to like decipher if there's anything to do, he tries to pull the morpher back and is now locked to this crystal. He cannot disconnect and cannot move from his position.
He's going to disengage the power coin from the morpher.
Like pop the coin out.
Yeah, using the release on the back of. Normally have one within arm's reach. I only have Saba.
No,
The
you're
quick
good.
release on the back of the power bucklers, which would leave the coin in place as the morpher itself is just.
Yeah. As he pops it out, there's a flash of blue, and you see the coin sucked into the crystal. As
Well,
Billy's shot back 15 feet.
oh,
Oh shit. Billy, are you okay?
Yeah. They're
I don't.
Ooh.
I don't think.
they all have to be. It's the net, a Philosopher's Stone's net. You can't just undo one line. You have to untie all of them simultaneously.
How did they get access to Flamel's work?
technically, Flamel's work is based around.
Gestures to Dior.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Damn. Okay. Well,
Well, here's the different
we have
thing.
2 of the colors. We're down to red, green, and yellow ranger here. Where's Gina? Wasn't she supposed to be here, like, with us?
One moment.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can access that.
Your communications status.
Billy swaps in the blue wolf ninjetti coin
Mm-hmm.
into the morpher.
You know, even after all these years, I still hate magic.
I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna say Billy and Catherine are just gonna have the same evasion score as Dior. So what's Dior's evasion score?
Oh, good. I hated that sentence.
Nah.
Dior does not have high evasion. His evasion score is.
You know what? It doesn't really matter because I rolled 25 with a crit.
Yeah, that's not gonna matter. My evasion's 15. Suck my dicks.
As 3 yellow chains of energy wrap around Dior, Billy, and Catherine.
Found them.
And bound you to the circle. Not like pulling you in, but bound you to it. As you see Gina walking out from the trees, morphed without her helmet, holding a very familiar Fae book, all the way back from Arcana. It's episode, I think, 3.
It's a full circle.
Because last time we saw Gina was diving pretty deep in the dark Fae magic.
Yep.
I had this in my back pocket for a
Full
while.
circle.
But as she approaches,
She did become the Draconic Overlord's head mage. So, I mean,
Yeah.
as she approaches, you see her hair stand up in a familiar crown. You know, usually I have to make an effort to inhabit one of you rangers or your light, but this one kind of just gave herself to me. She's a very curious sort. We've had a hold on her for years now. Makes this so much more simple.
Oh man, Gina, it's almost like every
Billy
one of
just-
us said it may be a problem.
Hard turns to Dior.
What do you want from me? I tried. I had the conversation like 3
To
times.
be fair, from this one's memories, I don't think he was in that class. He was the only ranger that didn't know about this too much compared to the rest of them.
They didn't let me in.
Um,
I didn't want to impose.
But now that you guys are out of the way, she closes the book and you guys feel the binds tighten even more. Why don't we get started? And a sixth crystal shoots up from the center that is black. And each of the 3 rangers are pulled into the crystals. And as the 3 of them look around, you actually see in the red crystal Peter, where he's been since he was kidnapped at the festival. In the green crystal, you see Tommy Oliver,
Oh no.
the former Green Ranger, the first Green Ranger. And in the yellow crystal, I need to grab her name because I know I'll get it wrong.
Enjoy your new lives as a healing crystal necklace.
You'll see.
Get your Crystal Ranger merch here at
You
plutocleric.com.
see the yellow Zeo Ranger, Tanya. And as they all go into stasis, we pan away, we see Jaina start to chant this like Sealy magic, and you see the explosion of grid energy as those 6 rangers go unconscious in their crystal, and energy flows through their body up to the point in the sky, and it makes a giant portal of grid and Fae energy above Angel Grove. And then Gina disappears. And we cut back to the power chamber in the present, where King Oberon heads out from the back. I should be able to get you guys back up to your full shape. Just try to be safe out there. We don't know what's facing. We lost contact with the others. I'm assuming the communications are down in the area with all the energy around, but just take care of yourself. We don't know where King Titan's at either. I know Frankie went to chase him, but he could be around wherever. We don't know what Queen Titania's planned. Just take care of each other and believe in the power and believe in yourselves. And with that, he pulls out a crystal necklace that is clear. Does the morphin sequence, but doesn't morph. Instead, it turns into a staff, and he just slams it down. And there's a pulse of grid and Fae energy that surrounds you, and you all are back to a long rest as you get all your stuff back. You get your health back up, your power points, everything that a long rest would give you. As like the flash of light goes away from this, you see Kuno has passed out in his chair. It took a lot of energy for him to tap into all this, especially with what's happening right now. Eon looks over at you guys and just floats over to Oberon. I'll connect him to your guys' communications when he wakes up. He's just tired. I'll be here to wait for your guys' signal. Just try to break into the communications. It's probably gonna be hard to connect to you, so if we can get that set up first, we can start to try to figure something out.
Where is the Zeo crystal exactly?
The Zeo crystal is under the original power chamber, which is on a Ranger Point still. This place is similar to how the Sanctum in Arcanites was. It's connected through like space to where you can go from one to the other, even though they're across town from each other.
Okay. I'm sending you something in our digital meeting space.
Sounds good.
There are only
Ooh.
there are 3 people in our group who match the colors from it.
Okay.
I know I now have 2 Morphing Grid relics.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Nemean Claws and I have Saba. Would it be possible for Warren to collect the 3 of the ones who are here right now and give them to them?
Give me a grid tech roll with edge.
That's a natural 20 on the D20 and an 8 on the D8.
Let's go.
Just tell me what happens, Gridmaster.
So I will put this for everyone to see then.
Yeah.
Now.
You narrate the scene of what
Warren
Warren
becomes
does.
Oberon. Got it.
Nope, it's not Oberon. It's something that Warren has access to.
Because Saba essentially became a key to the power chamber after being in the hands of Tommy Oliver and being created by everyone. Warren, with the knowledge from Saba, teleports immediately to the underground portion of the power chamber where all of the experiments, all of the hidden away items of power, of strength, of all of Ranger's past were stored. As he enters in with Saba's instruction, he retrieves the green, the pink, and the yellow Zeo crystals from beneath the power chamber. And with Saba's help, forms them into gems, into crystals to be attached to all of the Faerie Arcana Force Rangers, or at least 3 of them, into their keys to grant them the various boosts that are in the chat here. So by spending 2 personal power, when you morph, all you get an upshift of 1 on all unarmed attacks and a +1 to all of your defenses until the end of the scene. You can move it into your power weapon after you've morphed for it to inflict an additional 1 energy damage with each strike. And if we need our Zords, you can use the Zeo crystals to power your Zords, get an upshift to driving, or increase the damage of your Zord attacks by 2.
So when you morph, you'll choose between the grit, the morpher, or the weapon, and then if your Zords come, you can shift it to that if you need to. But as Warren returns these crystals, as soon as Warren returns to the chamber, immediately they fly from his hand, hit your morphers, and your crystals start to glow intensely. And you feel like a deeper connection to the grid. And when it stops, the crystals are still hanging there, but they're in the shape of your animals. Noah's is in the shape of the Dryad sword. Trini's is in the shape of a phoenix. And Vara's is in the shape of a dragon.
When we win this, we have to take them back. I have to put them back.
But why though?
Trini.
The amount of power would literally deteriorate your body and take years off of your life.
Oh, that's a good reason.
I've been
I
studying
assume
your
it was-
herb culture.
What's wrong with that?
Did you see the scene from one of the Avengers movies when they touched the crystal and then they just kind of disintegrated?
That
We about
The
to get Thanos now if
Zeo
we don't give
crystals
the
do
thing
those
back?
slowly over time, even for Rangers. So bring them back after
Okay.
the battle, please.
Okay, I thought it was
have fun, die young. I'm keeping it.
Please, Eon
Let's
just
go
wanders
jab.
off.
That's right.
I could
Jab
just
Bara
send
with
it
a-
back.
Listen, I guess
Saba's eyes flash white.
I guess we have to listen to the leader.
I'm not the leader. I just have the ideas.
Gestures to Saba.
Saba's the
Point.
leader. Saba floats up and sword end points at Noah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Warren with Saba will both point towards Noah.
I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give these back, but this might change the game for us. So thank you, Warren. We actually have a fighting chance now.
You did good, nerd. And I like flicks the coin with my thumb, catches it.
All right, y'all. Y'all ready for time to go to the park?
Did anybody else's head just start singing? Y'all ready for this?
Definitely.
Yeah, let's go to the park.
Okay. You just teleport to the park. Arrive. Immediately see this massive portal from the center of the park out right above the tree line. You have a pretty good idea where to head.
So that's a thing. But I guess we know what we got. We have a target now, so we can hit it. I think.
We got a few ways to handle it.
All right, y'all. And
You guys head into the forest. It takes you like 5 minutes to get deep enough into to where you see the very familiar ritual site. All 5 crystals shoot an energy to the center and then straight up in a miasma of color that pierces the sky. You see the various rangers suspended in these crystals, including the 3 that were supposed to meet you here, as in Dior, Professor Cranston, and your teacher, your homeroom teacher, Catherine Hillard Oliver, as well as Peter Hentz, Tommy Oliver, and Tanya Sloan. And as you guys approach, you see in the very center of the circle a crystal throne, dead center, under where the energy meets. And in the throne is Gina, who is in a sort of stasis. They don't seem to see you, and their eyes are just glazed over. But you see from their feet, you see Fey armor slowly forming on their body as time goes on. It's just up to their ankles at the moment.
so that we need to stop that. Her. We need to stop whatever's happening.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Though I do have a question. I thought they were a librarian. How are they here?
They're connected to the morphing grid as well. We saw them at the power chamber. Bara met them in the library and they had a conversation.
Noah just slowly
I
turns
found
and
the
looks at
library.
Mara.
Is there a person in our town that isn't a ranger?
No.
Slowly looks over to Bar.
Not really. Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, it's fair.
At least maybe out of the adults. There has been a lot of ranger activity in Angel Grove over the last 3 decades.
Seems like the only people that stay in this town after high school are the ones that used to be rangers. Everybody else gets the hell out.
That part.
I'm moving after this. Ugh.
No, you're not. Warren says just like very matter of factly.
So, any ideas on how to get them out of the gestures?
I mean,
I have one idea. That's it.
Punch it.
Yep.
You guys hear.
Honestly?
You guys hear in your heads. That's the problem, dears. You don't end this. I'm on my way. Very soon. But to keep you entertained in the meantime, you can play with my rangers.
Oh fuck.
I don't like that.
You see the 5
I don't like
crystals
that.
light up and
Oh,
point
no.
towards you. So you see first, appearing in the middle, King Titan, the Darkness Fae Ranger. Appearing to his left, and what looks to be a
I already got it.
appreciate you. What looks to be a completely chrome suit, the metallic Fae Ranger. To the other side of the Darkness Ranger, you see a like purplish black suit of energy that like in the grid feels almost empty as you see the void Fae Ranger. Next to him, in what appears to be a suit, it's very nauseous green and seems to be dripping as this like thick liquid is corroding the area around them, the Sludge Fae Ranger. And on the other end, in a yellow-ish suit that kind of glows a little bit, the Radiation Fae Ranger.
How come they look cooler?
That's
As
not important.
you can feel them
Not important.
connected to the different colors of the grid of the main 5, the black, red, yellow, pink, and blue. But this corrupt Fae energy is completely intertwined with their grid signature.
That one gets to look like a sucking Black Floyd, and I get a yellow mohawk.
Bara,
Does look nice on you though, Bara.
not important.
But
Scary ranger people.
Nothing's important right now. We're just waiting to punch things.
But as you guys are sizing them up, outnumbered 4 to 5, a green and silver teleportation appears in the middle of you as Frankie shows up, even in the odds. I've been chasing him around. Oh shit, there's more of them. Fucking
I found
Christ. Yeah. Well, this is your team, kid. And he looks to the other Green Ranger. You call it.
Wrong one. Gestures over to Noah.
It's morphin' time, y'all.
Before we morph, I would like to remind everybody that Warren is a little crime boy. As much as Bara doesn't follow the rules, Warren breaks laws. With Saba and my extra attack feature, I'm going to fire 3 energy blasts and do a thunderous roar at them while everyone else is morphing.
Just with Saba?
Completely
With
fair.
Saba.
Justified.
Bet. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Alrighty.
As you see the rest of the Rangers start to go through the morphing sequence. While he's rolling attacks, I'll just give me your morph callouts. Starting with our leader.
All right. Face step into the grid, Faerie Arcana Force, green Autumn Fae Ranger, and I'm going to grab my key and crank it up.
Oh yeah, as you step through the doorway. One last time for our audience. As you morph into the green green Fae or Arcana Force Ranger. Bara.
Oh, step into the grid, ninja, yellow, summer, dragon. Let's punch some shit. Let's go.
You know what? Close enough. And Javante.
Wait, I have a question before Javante goes out to his spiel. Do I spend 2 power points or 1 to get my ninja and my crystal?
You would have to spend both to get them both.
Okay.
It's morphin' time. Bay step into the grid. Faerie Arcana Force Pink Spring Fae Ranger.
Not me finding Frankie's morph right now.
Turn the page, Arcanite's form.
Yeah, I have to edit it a little bit though, so I gotta find that. And
I see.
Wait, Frankie can't call out all his stuff. He's going to be calling out for the next half an hour.
turn the
Like when a
page. Fae step into the grid. Arcanite's Fae form. Green Centaur. Silver Thunderbird Fae Ranger. It's very long and complicated. I totally didn't have that prepped beforehand. It's fine. But yeah, as you four finish morphing, you already see Warren is still in civilian clothes, just blasting away with Saba. What was your attack?
So on the energy blast, I have a 21, a 27, and a 23.
Okay, who are those going towards?
Whoever they hit.
They hit them all.
Ones,
They hit them all.
Whichever ones they successfully hit on. So it'll be far end, middle, other far end.
Okay, so
for
you're gonna
the
hit, you're
energy
gonna hit
blast.
darkness, sludge, and radiation. Got it.
And then the two that I didn't hit with the energy blast, that was a 32. They are deafened.
Okay.
They take 2 points of sonic damage, and they are deafened for 6 minutes.
Perfect.
And that was 2 points of energy damage to the other 3.
So 2 points to everyone, pretty much.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that hurts a little bit as they all fly back. Some of them clutching at their ears and just kind of scatters them.
And then
And then
Warren
you're a
will
morph.
Warren will, after like cutting the energy beams out with the blade, holding Saba's head forward, letting the thunderous roar go off. He lets go of Saba as it floats in front of him, takes the key out, step into the grid, white solar Nemean lion fairy Arcana Force Ranger, and then morphs.
Yeah. And as you pull out that key, it turns into this golden key with like white inlay, and you stab it forward, and it's just like staring into the sun almost for a moment, almost blind you, as it's just like a golden arch. Like think very typical golden archway type thing with just like white light behind it as you step through into your new form. And with that, we were going to take our break. So we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes or so, and we'll finish this off.
All right.
See you soon.
You can't say that on the internet.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's ignore that. We are in the middle of a battle with corrupted versions of the Fae Rangers, while Queen Titania is slowly entering the world through Gina's body. As you see the Rangers stand up from Warren's cheap shot as Warren morphs and joins you guys. And you stand across each other. You see the form has started to reach about the knee now on Gina's body. Everyone, roll me initiative.
I would like to use follow me.
I'm not going to roll initiative. They're just going to go, like the Rangers are going to go when their counterparts go.
Okay.
So I guess your
I have
former blue counterpart will go on Frankie's turn.
I have a 21. So if you guys choose to roll a d4 and subtract it from 21 for your place in initiative, you all get an upshift on your attacks.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Wait, can you
E4.
repeat that?
So I rolled a 21.
Right.
You can roll your own initiative if you want to, or you can roll a d4, subtract what you rolled from 21, and that's where you would be at in initiative. And if you do that, you get an upshift of 1 to your attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one.
Yes, yes.
So all 3 of you are doing it?
Yep.
Okay, so all you roll a d4 and take it from 21. So Arc will be first.
Is Frankie doing it too?
You want to buff Frankie?
Yes, we want to buff Frankie.
But Frankie is Frankie.
I know, that's why I'm trying to
their
think.
agency.
Paige is like,
I'm only asking because
I'm gonna roll for it. Odds
I
are
get
odds are
pluses for
all
the number
odds
of
are
people.
evens. If you call it right,
Odds.
then Frankie will do it. Okay.
Odds.
It is even. Frankie's gonna be Frankie, so I'm gonna roll initiative for Frankie.
So
Frankie rolled a 7, which is also on par for Frankie of initiative rolls.
So I get 3 upshifts on my attacks this turn, and then I don't get them anymore.
Okay, cool. So what did the 3 of you roll with the d4?
18.
18.
Oh, 19.
19.
19, because I got the same as.
Okay. I'm assuming Gus has the higher speed score, being the martial arts ranger.
9.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So, Warren, you are up first after your cheap shot, and now everyone is morphed and ready to go.
Yes. Are they all knocked back?
They have all just gotten to their feet, and are
Okay.
kind of facing off, like they're pretty much lined up directly across from their counterparts. So you
Okay.
see the Queen Titan is lined up across from you.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is an old Warren classic of the Power Quake. Onto all of I can hit 4 of them because it's a 20-foot by 20-foot cube. So I won't be able to hit the 5th one. Whichever one I'm supposed to be squaring off with is the one I'm gonna leave out of it.
Okay. Give me you would have to kind of move, by the way, because he's in the middle. So give me might. Give me a might roll.
A might roll?
Yeah, he's trying to make a might roll.
You got it.
To try to maneuver in his spot and hit the 4 of them with it. This
We got 2 D2.
You gotta beat a 16.
Yeah. 15 on the D20, 4 on the D6.
Hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, you run up and you just kind of shove him backwards. And as he kind of stumbles back, you just hit your quake. What does it look like now? Because it was before like a frozen like ice thing. What's it look like now with your new energy?
Now with the Nemian claws, Warren will like drag it across the ground as he's now in the middle of the other four,
Mm-hmm.
like drags it across the ground, and it lifts like these streaks of light up out of the ground, surrounding the four of them. So they have to make either an athletics or acrobatics roll. Is a DC of 23 because I'm spending 4 personal power on it.
Okay. DC 23. I made this easy for me and gave them all very specific dice to roll for shit. So that will go left to right. Metal fails. Void still fails. Sludge fails. Radiation crits. So you knock them all down except for radiation.
Okay. So all of them are knocked, all of them except for radiation are knocked prone.
Radiation and darkness, because you knock darkness backwards. So yeah, you knock
Okay.
the ground, metal, void, and sludge.
Okay. So all the ones that are knocked prone are prone until the beginning of their turn. And they take, each one of them takes 1 point of radiant damage
Okay.
or light damage.
So,
And then for my second attack, I'm gonna send Saba like a spear through the air right at the darkness, the one that I shouldered out of the way.
for the darkness failure, yeah, go for it.
And 3 puts me at 2d8. So let me roll those over here. That's a 9. $15 and 11 for 26.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
That deals 3 sharp damage.
3 sharp damage. Okay, cool.
And Warren's just gonna try and force darkness to just focus on him while the other 4 were knocked down.
Awesome. Yeah, you see it just like hit him across the chest and just those sparks fly across as he just stumbles back. You see deep gashes in his armor. As he's going to go now because he goes on your turn. So he's going to charge at you and make 3 attacks.
Go for it.
As he pulls out his weapon, and it is the Sword of Darkness. Because of course it is.
Of course.
That's a 19.
Misses.
16 misses.
Misses.
And I'm gonna use a story point to reroll that nat 1. Ooh, 26.
That hits.
Okay, cool. So he does 3 points of void energy to you.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
After he cuts into me, I will like send Saba almost like floating and spinning around me, to increase my defense by 2.
Yeah, that's fair. What's that bring you up to?
That puts me up to a 23.
Okay, I bet.
23 on my highest.
On your highest defense score. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cut over to Bara. Bara, who you targeting? What are you doing?
Before I describe what's about to happen, Bar is going to spend a personal point to upshift his first attack on the turn by 2. Basically upshifting it by 5 total with
So
the
your first
crystal.
attack's just gonna crit, is what you're telling
Oh
me.
yeah.
Cool.
With the crystal, the
Cool.
ninja,
Cool.
the Warren.
And they're prone, so you have advantage.
I already have advantage because I'm a ninja. I literally have
Which-
advantage on all speed attacks because I'm a ninja. So because Bar is not really a big fan of this like everybody facing off against each one and then whittling them down. No. He's going directly for the same one that Warren just did.
You know, with the Darkness Ranger? Yeah, go for it.
As he runs straight up to it, uses his free action to jump 20 feet in the air, flips over, puts his hands up above his head with the solar fist, and just comes straight down atop of him.
Oh yeah.
With the first attack. Okay, this is good. This is a lot of buttons. So
I mean, you don't have to roll for your first attack. You said you auto crit.
I know, but I want to because it's kind of cool. I
Okay.
can actually change it to auto crit and then
It's not a jackpot, Joe. It's not going to start buzzing and making noises and flashing at you.
What happened? It disappeared.
You broke it. You broke.
You
the
had
game.
too much power.
You won, Power Rangers. Good job. Hey.
Roll 20. This is not the time to mess up.
Art, I love you.
Oh,
Art, take a
good.
story point.
Yes. I got the
Wait.
flashing lights for you, Gus.
Okay,
The
roll
crit is
20's not
surging
letting
at
me do
Gus's
this
power.
thing, so
Gus
I don't
broke
know what I
roll
have to
20. What's your damage on your attack?
do. 6 fire.
6 fire.
Yes. I don't know what that
Cool.
means. What's that mean for a crit?
It means, how do you kill the Darkness Ranger?
Oh,
As you do 12 points of
Uh,
damage to this motherfucker, and he has 3 health left.
I keep my solar fist just separated so that my yellow mohawk is right in the middle, and I literally cut him in half with my yellow mohawk as I land down on top of him.
Yeah, and as you cut him in half, you just see, like, you see Queen Titan inside and just, like, cry out in pain as the suit starts to disintegrate off his body, and as his body hits, crumbles, and his ashes get sucked up into the portal.
I use a second power point to do 2 more attacks to whichever one is closest to me.
Sounds good. You could take either the metal or the sludge one on the ground. Those would be the 2 closest to you.
I have to refresh the page because nothing I'm doing is working. So it's
You
going to take a
broke
second.
it. You're too powerful.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Roll 20 just did not want to work for me right now.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. I get to take another power point. Okay. Clicky, buttons, clicky. Okay.
Okay.
Specialization. 1, 2, 3 upshifts this time.
So you'll
Edge.
get the smart
Submit.
medicine for these rolls.
That one. 21. 21 for the first. And 19 for the second.
You said what for the first?
21, 19.
They both hit. Are you doing the same person, or are you splitting them up?
Whoever was closest to the next after I split darkness in half.
Both the metal and sludge are right about the same area. So which one you want to go for?
Sludge.
Okay, cool. How much damage? You do 6, right?
Yep. So that's 12 total. Right? No.
Sounds good.
Right, yeah. Give it.
So
12 fire to sludge. Does sludge start on fire? I feel like sludge
Does-
would be burnable.
Does not.
I
Trying to do math because he has resistance.
feel like the second and third attack are just like Bara not knowing what the hell he just did, bouncing off the ground and landing.
He's going to use a reaction to try to
on the guy.
survive this attack if this hits you. What is your forget the save, the one that's in your smarts category, like
Willpower.
that save? Yeah, willpower.
15.
Okay. It's D8 this. So 17. Okay. So as you hit him with the attack and the second one digs in and it feels like it's going to start to burn through, you feel sludge start to crawl up your arm and body and go through your mouth. Like just go right through your helmet and your mouth. And he's going to heal for a D4 of energy from you as he's going to hit you with a sludge attack. So he reduces it by 2. So he's up with 1 HP because of that. He needed to roll 2 or higher on the D4.
Do I lose anything because of it?
You will lose 2 HP.
Okay.
Literally had to use his reaction to stay alive. Love that for him. But that was your turn, so that means it is the Radiation Ranger is going to go. He runs into the middle and does a very familiar move sequence of a Power Quake, but it does not do the same thing. I need the rest of your willpower scores as well. So
I would like to spend a story point that I just got.
Mm-hmm. To add 5 to your defense for willpower.
No,
To do what?
to counterspell it.
You want to use your counterspell ability.
I didn't.
Okay.
I haven't used it this turn, but
Okay,
I'll spend that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
That story point.
Roll your
Stop
roll your
fighting
grid.
counterspell.
Your roll grid tech against his first roll of this. It's a 22. God damn it.
That's a natural 20, right?
Guys, this is supposed to be the finale. I'm supposed to do stuff. God damn. Okay.
And a 5 on the D8 for
And
25.
I thought I was being mean with you guys with this battle, but
Oberon's
apparently I
gonna
wasn't
wake
being
up
mean
and be
enough.
like, "Y'all took care of her already?"
Okay. So yeah, he runs up, goes to like almost explode his body, kind of like what the Nova looks like from Mass Effect, like the little supernova ability. But as he goes, it just fizzles out. He's like, "What the?"
I'll say that was the last remaining blue energy that
Yeah.
I had. And that counterspell gem that I created shatters in doing that.
Hell yeah. We are over to our leader, Simi, aka Noah. What do you want to do?
I do have a question
Sure.
because it depends on what I do. Do we all have the augmenter ability
What augmenter ability?
where we can like slightly change the look of our weapon? If not, I don't need it. I was just asking.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, cool. That's fine. So with the Zeo coin, I want to put it in my sword
Okay.
to add an additional damage to that. And then who am I closest to?
You would have been across from your counterpart, so you'd be closest to the Metal Ranger. The one that's in complete chrome laying on the ground, probably 5 feet ahead of you.
Cool. I want to, with my weapon,
Mm-hmm.
trying to decide which one I want to use. I want to just take a normal swing at him,
Mm-hmm.
but I get an extra. So that'd be 2 hits, correct?
Yeah, you should have extra attack.
Nice.
Make your 2 attacks and make sure you got your upshift and everything for it as well.
And that makes this a instead of the D6 now. And then so the first one's a 16. And then the second will be a 4. So the second one misses definitely.
Wow.
But
And the first one was what you said?
16.
You charge up to attack this chromish metallic ranger. And
Did you do that with advantage because they're prone?
oh, they are prone.
I did not.
Okay, so we'll say that first one was a 16. That still misses, but go ahead and roll 2 more. Or just roll 1 more with advantage.
Edge.
Doing everything I can to help.
It's a 16 again.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, so you run up and you go to attack. And as you do so, you just hit in the spots where it's the most armor. You just hear clang, as they just bounce off of this thing's suit. And as your turn ends, he kips up and is just going to attack you with his fist. He's just gonna
Please
start
roll.
swinging on you.
Wait, I have moved like a song. Please roll that as at a
Yep,
snag.
first one
please.
is at a stand. Yep. I know. I played Green Ranger, Simi. You don't need to tell me.
Man, listen.
First one's 13. I had that same ability. I get it. Second one is a 17. And the
Beats
last one is an 18.
That hits.
So the
yeah.
second two attack to you. So you're gonna take 4 bludgeoning damage, or blunt damage, I should say. As just these fucking hard metal fists just crack right into your ribs multiple times. So he kind of gets you like in a mood. He just grabs the back of your neck and just starts uppercutting you right in the ribs.
Okay. We're living. We're good.
Yes, that's a question.
A
Yes.
little bit hurt.
The thing you rolled that was a 17 against my willpower, was it a roll?
It wasn't it was a fet, so I had to roll against your defense score.
So it was an attack?
It was more like a ability than an attack, but yeah.
Because I used the 20-foot jump, it should have had a downshift.
Oh, it wasn't like an attack. It was an ability he
Okay.
did. It was from
Cool.
when you attacked him, he reacted.
Just checking, because otherwise
you're
that guy's
good.
dead, so, you know.
You are completely good. It was a reaction to your attack, so.
Okay.
But yeah, that happens, and we move over to Trini.
How many are left?
Only the Darkness Rangers died so far. The sludge one is holding on. The metal one doesn't let phase when they attack, and the other two.
And they're all
fun.
relatively grouped up in the same spot.
Radiation standing in the middle between both groups. Darkness is laying dead behind the groups, and then the other 3 are kind of in the middle.
Are they within 15 by 15 feet of each other?
I would say all of them except for the Radiation Ranger is. The other 3 are.
I'll get the other 3 then. All right, I'm going to group strike them. I'm first going to slot in the Zeo crystal into my weapon.
Okay.
Then I'm going to group strike.
Oh yeah, I forgot to describe it. So when Noah put their Zeo crystal onto the harvest blade, moss just started to grow up the back of the blade and cover the whole back, the blunt end of the sword. For Trini, when you put it into the bow, you don't see any effect right away, but as you go to notch the arrow that it just appears, each arrow is tipped with a pink crystal.
I'm also going to go ahead and augment my weapon while we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So that I have another upshift.
Hell yeah.
So how many upshifts is that? I think I just have the 2 upshifts. That's perfectly fine. Targeting. Two D8s. Oh, yeah. You know what? Fair. One moment. Instead of doing the group strike, I'm going to move. Let me move myself so that they're just all in one nice solid line.
Ark didn't have an idea there at all.
Oh, Ark definitely had an idea. I just wasn't reading Zoom. Just one solid line.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So now instead of group strike, I'm just going to do penetrating shots.
Hell yeah.
So all of them are down now.
What's your attack roll?
Okay, I'm going to roll my D20 first, then I'm going to roll my 2 D8s. The 2 D8s are not going to matter, but this will be fun. I rolled a 20, by the way, so I'm saying the 2 D8s aren't going to matter, but this is going to be fun. Fair. 27.
27, yeah, that hits. This is the penetrating shot, so it goes through them all, right?
Goes through them all.
Hell yeah.
So it's augmented, so that's 3 energy damage.
So you pull the arrow back, goes to the sludge ranger, who instantly just explodes, and there's goop and shit everywhere before it disintegrates. And the other 2 just get hit deep, start to bleed out, and get pinned to the ground. Anything else? Or was that just take your whole turn doing that?
I don't have any more personal power to spend, so that's my turn.
Okay, perfect. The Void Ranger, who's the only one not caught up in that attack, actually, is going to... Oh, no, yeah, he was. Starting Ranger's dead.
Did Frankie roll and go last?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he rolled a
a
7.
Frankie always rolls
Oh
bad
my
initiative.
God.
Don't you remember? The only roll that Frankie ever rolls good is punch. Nothing else ever works. Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, can I retcon in a quick look at Frankie after I split the guy in half of like, huh?
It gives you a thumbs up. Frankie approves. But yeah, Void Ranger is gonna go, and I'm gonna need your evasion score, Trini.
Why? 17.
Cool. I rolled an 18. A black hole forms underneath you, and you are banished for a turn as you are sucked through a black hole and disappear. We move on to Frankie.
Wait, what the?
I'm just gonna roll 3 quick attacks for Frankie. A 27, a 25, and a 26. Yeah, Frankie can punch. That's literally all he can do.
That's what Frankie does.
Frankie runs up and starts to lay into the Metal Ranger, who is starting to get dented very quickly, and just pretty much picks him up, and just smashes him like a Coke can as he slams him into the ground, killing that Ranger. So you just have the Radiation and the Void Rangers left. But we're going to make one last roll here before we end for tonight, because we were going to extend this into a part 2. Because we still have a lot to get through. And I just rolled an 81 on the percentile die. She was at 20%. With it being up to her knees. So as the round ends, and you look over, the ritual circle explodes, and you see in this dark crimson and chrome, like a bronze chrome armor, Queen Titania in the Fae Queen Ranger form standing in front of you. Well, it looks like you're too late, Rangers. We will see you guys in 2 weeks for part 2 of the finale to wrap up the battle with the Queen and her 2 remaining Rangers. But with that, everyone tell them where they can find you, what you're working on, all that fun stuff, and we'll go in reverse order because I know he has to split very soon. Javante.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Javante. I played Trini. Stuff that you can find me on. I'm not actually doing much for a little bit. This coming Monday, you can catch me on Wanderer's Haven, where I will be GMing a Star Wars 5e game, just for the creds, for BIPOC mental health awareness. Any donations that you give to Wanderer's Haven at the time will go to a mental health awareness charity for POCs, which is awesome. Casting for Set Sail finished. We're now getting through the nitty-gritty portions of the stuff. So look forward to that coming to my channel soon, TM. I don't have a lot else at the moment, which is kind of weird.
Give me time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all have projects for each other coming up. It's fine. Gus.
I'm Gus. I exist at some point on the internet. The only thing I have coming up, I don't have
Mm.
any information about, so I can't tell you any information about it. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sounds fair. Arc.
Hello, everyone. I am Arc or Arc Light Court, your not Gridmaster tonight, but normally Gridmaster everywhere else, Lighthouse Keeper, Lore Rider, Beacon onto all beacons. You find me Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on my channel, twitch.tv/ArcLightCourt, where we're having a special announcement on Thursday for the rollout of a bunch of really cool projects coming here in the near future that might feature some of the really cool people who are here in this this game that we're doing right now.
That I'm totally not poking you about now as soon as this fucking moved off the air.
But yeah, you can find me all over the internet at ArcLight Court. The best way to keep up to date with me and all the things that I'm doing is, of course, on Instagram.
Okay, perfect. And of course, our leader, Simi.
Hi y'all, it's Simi. You can find me everywhere at SimiRay1. I may or may not have started streaming, so we'll see. I know me and Arc have a little power hour coming up, so there's that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Arc
That's
loves himself a
about all.
power hour.
I'm most active on Instagram, so if you want to find my randomness, check me out there.
Awesome. And of course, I'm Paige, aka Pluto's Flare, to everyone on the internet. This was going to be my last thing before all the new stuff, but we're going to have part 2 in 2 weeks on the 6th, right after I get back from Minneapolis for Gen Con. I will be at Gen Con just seeing people and around, not doing any events because of all the bad shit Gen Con's doing at the moment, but you see me, feel free to say hi. Beyond that, I have some projects with 2 of the people in this chat coming up, as well as some projects of my own. But I will be having a schedule update of my content and try to get a little more routine to it when we get back. So keep an eye out for that on the socials. Beyond that, this Saturday or Friday, I don't know which episode I'll be in, but the mid-season finale of Castleton's this week, and I'm filming 2 scenes before that. So see some fun piratey stuff from myself. Sorry, privateer stuff from me and my group. Totally not pirates. It's fine. But with that, we will see you guys in 2 weeks to finish this for real this time. We're going to finish for real this time. Power Rangers Faerie Arcana Force.
Looking forward to punching Queen Titania in the head.
Okay, Frankie. Have a good night, everybody.